Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Welcome back to What's Up Waco, the podcast that loves to introduce you to the people, the places, and the properties that make Waco an excellent community to live. Hey everybody, welcome back to What's Up Waco. I am your host, Erica Boisvert, and today Randa Rice of the Med Spa is joining me. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, doing great.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for coming out today. I know we're up here at the tippity top of the Alico.
Hey, it's my first time here. I love it.
Isn't it fun? I have people who are like native Waco and they're like, oh, I've never been in the building.
I didn't even know we could.
Really? Are you from here?
No, I've been here about 6 years.
Okay. And were you born in Texas?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of Fort Worth, Keller area.
Oh, that's right.
So we came out here from South Lake.
Very cool. Okay, nice. How are you liking the area so far?
It's interesting. It's like you never know what you're going to get from one street to the next, but the community is not like any other. I love the community.
I would say it's definitely not what you see on TV.
No.
Either way, whether you're watching like old school stuff like DEA following up on the crush situation, or if you're watching like houses get flipped, none of that is real Waco.
I would have to agree. I'm learning that.
I know, right? The street to street thing is super true. But then community is massive here. Do you feel like as a small business owner, you feel it differently?
The community?
Yeah. Or do you feel like just all, because I know you're heavily involved with a bunch of stuff. So like church and Unbound and business and all that.
I think that's where I feel that the community thrives for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've had so many people just come behind me and just help me in this whole journey
of just like pushing you up and getting you. Yeah, I feel when I ask that question of people, overwhelmingly the response is that the small business community here and just the people of Waco are amazing and supportive.
Okay, so it's also, I'm just going to be real with you. I'm a little bit between Tupac and Jesus.
Okay.
So I still.
Both poetic.
Yes. So there's still a little bit of inner gangster in there, but.
Don't be anything other than who you are.
Well, I'm a work in progress.
We all are.
So I have two very different sides to that coin.
Okay.
I have so much support and love from people who know me and who have walked with me, and just through the years of working at Green Eye Associates.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side of that coin is just the amount of cutthroat this industry is.
Ooh,
I was not expecting that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Girl, I cried for like 2 weeks.
What? Why? Out here?
Yes.
Like with your first location, second location, both, all like which one?
Okay, so just a little background from the Med Spa. I started out at Green Eye Associates, working next to Dr. Green for about 5 years.
Oh, I didn't realize you were there that long.
Yeah,
okay.
But she let me have a room inside that I was able to work on my patients as well, kind of build my name, my portfolio over the last 5 years.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, she helped me get a location directly across the street.
Okay.
And we were just so small and just personal. Her and I, neither one of us expected the Med Spa to grow as fast as it did.
So fast. Okay.
It was so fast. And, Leanne, being my friend and just the amazing person she is, she sold me the name for $1. But yes, I know. But that was when it was really just me, her, and her team that she's familiar with.
Okay.
But as the Med Spa continued to grow, there's a lot of, more safety things you have to worry about, legal aspects.
Yeah, liability
So,
wise.
yes.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's super important to protect your name.
Yeah.
Your name is what you have. And So we decided to just go ahead and rebrand. That way, liability or anything like that. And it's become so confusing. My patients will go to her, hers to me. The phone calls will get mixed up. So it was just better for us to do that. So fast forward, like I said, neither one of us expected the med spa to grow as fast as it did. Well, that definitely stirred a few feathers, I guess you can say.
Really?
Yes. I'm not going to use the names because
Fair.
I don't want to be the person that has anything to do with somebody else looking at another business in a different way.
Okay.
I just don't want to be that person, right? But there are 3 med spas that have kind of like paired up, and they're all affiliated with each other.
Okay.
And then, an esthetician that I had to let go. Well, it is unheard of for you to do $5 or $7 a unit of Botox.
Yeah.
It just is. That is fair. That is completely fair.
Mm-hmm.
However, what they don't realize is for my business plan,
Mm-hmm.
I focus more on the training. I train and certify RNs,
Yes.
NPs,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I do. But they need live models. You've got to have a lot of hands-on when you're working with neurotoxins. There's a lot to it. So what I decided to do is, instead of investing all of this money, thousands of dollars into marketing and networking, I decided, why don't we just put that in product?
Yes.
So we'll put it in product and we'll give it away to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because, not everybody can afford hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
No, fair.
Right?
Yeah.
But they might be able to afford product costs.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives our nurses plenty of hands-on. So we created a model Monday and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's where anybody who has gone through training previously, they can always come in and refresh, get hands-on. And we just basically give away product, right?
Okay.
Well, they don't understand that. Like my price is the same as theirs.
Okay.
Models are totally different. That, these nurses aren't making money off of that.
Right. They're learning. They're getting
all
hours.
hands
right?
on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it has gone to the extreme. When I say the extreme, they have reached out to my medical director. Yes. They have contacted my patients. And when I do post for models, they'll reach out to the people or they'll troll on there, just really trying to run my name in the ground.
Okay.
And it is so hard because, like I said, a little bit between Tupac and Jesus.
Which way am I going to go?
I want so badly to defend myself.
Well, how about this? Let's go the high road? Because I've modeled for you twice.
Yeah.
Like
and
people like for first timers, I was like, nah, I don't know. I don't want to spend the big bucks until I know I like it. And I've loved it. I'll spend whatever you ask me to spend next time. But I'll tell you right now, anybody that's listening, it's been an amazing experience. Super clean, super professional, chill, laid back, relaxed, in and out. I'm very happy with the results. I stare at my forehead way more often than a normal person should. So like, there you go. Like I'll go high road for you right now. This was an amazing experience and I'm super stoked, especially to have you in our backyard right now in China Spring. So like, forget that. Like whatever you're doing, just because they didn't come up with a smart idea, like let's move on. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I've done so many posts and I'll leave it like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then Holy Spirit's like, take that down. And I'm like, So I'll do it and then I'll take it down. I'm like, okay, fine, Lord. I'm going to let the Lord defend me. But it is so hard because I care so much about my patients. Yep. I would never put them in danger.
No.
Never. But you want to know a fun fact? All these people worried about that. Did you know that, first off, Botox is only FDA approved for your glabella, your 11s. So anytime you do your foreheads, your crow's feet, you're going off label. You're going against FDA anyways.
I didn't know that.
Yes. And also another fun fact is, did you know that Jeuveau is actually a Korean tox nabota?
I didn't. When you posted about that the other day, I had to look up what that was.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I think the Korean stuff is hands down way better anyways, because they are dominating the skincare. And we haven't even updated our SPF in 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
Now, legally, I can't do that. You know,
Right.
you have to go by protocol or do that. But if you want to know my honest opinion,
Mm-hmm.
that's my honest opinion. So, never mind. I'm not going to say that. That's yeah, because part of me wanted to be like, if they're so mad at me for that, then I'm just going to buy a few bottles and give it away free then. And I was like, no, Randa, that's not letting God.
I think that what you're doing right that's not. I think that what you're doing now, though, it speaks for itself because you're getting such a great reaction. You're building your client list, and like great nurses like Stephanie get an opportunity to practice, right? So, I mean,
but now
it's
they're attacking her.
Oh, that's not cool. She's cool people.
That's the problem. So like I said, I cried for 2 weeks, right? That's because I genuinely had to let it go and just move on and know that I'm not out here hurting people.
Right.
I'm not out here using counterfeit products. I don't do any of those things that the rumors say. So I had to just let it go.
Well,
but
and
now
awesome.
they're turning it towards the nurses that are in training with me.
Come on now.
And posting stuff on their personal. It's just not a good look. And it's
wow. That's ugly.
It is. But the thing is
ugliness in the beauty industry.
They just don't know. It looks that way. And the truth of the matter is you have to be cautious. There has been a big wave of counterfeit Botox. That's a difference. There's a difference between the same exact tox from a different manufacturer in a different country than somebody out here actually making counterfeit Botox. So in their defense, it could look that way.
Okay.
But they didn't ask.
No, they just went straight to the attack.
No, they didn't. And I'm an open book. You can come in, ask me to show you anything, and I will.
Okay.
Period.
Done.
And it's up to you.
But you know what? Like, good on you because your business is growing and thriving without having to throw mud on somebody else. And you know what? That's how it should be. And I have found like in other industries within town, it tends to be a little more supportive. The restaurant industry, for sure, is super supportive in town. So that's
every
what a bummer.
Every other business that I've ever encountered or worked with have been absolutely amazing.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's talk about your second location because I love it.
Oh, the China Spring?
Yeah. How's it going? Because you're doing some fun stuff there.
I am. I'm trying to create something that is not like every other one around.
Nice.
Right? But also be your one-stop shop without being like a jack of all trades type thing.
Okay.
The China Spring location, I want it to be more medical. So there's that. And then I'm thinking about doing a tattoo artist and piercers, have piercers there. I know. But we did just open our tattoo and piercing studio yesterday.
You did? Okay, because I keep watching the posts and I'm like, what's coming up?
Yes, I'm super excited about that. Y'all know I am no stranger to tattoos. I'm actually covered, right? I just choose to keep them covered up for professional reasons.
Okay.
But I've had so many of my patients talk about these cute little tattoos they want or something that they can remember, their loss for, or people who, have lost their babies, and they want something, but they're afraid of their standard tattoo shops.
Really?
You never know what you're going to see on the walls, whether it's naked ladies, demonic, anything.
Okay.
You don't know what you're going to hear on the TV, what kind of music, or conversations that are just around you that you wouldn't want your kid necessarily to hear,
so
right?
So this is like you can get a tattoo in your med spa, which has
it's a totally different location.
Oh, where is it?
It is right next to our location in Waco.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
But it is built out just like the med spas.
Okay.
So it has that feel. The artists wear scrubs. The piercers wear scrubs, which we have one of the best piercers in Waco, Haley Wells.
Okay.
14 years experience. It's spa music and just glam. And it's just a safe place for, like Baylor or my patients who just, because the tattoo scene, it's a whole culture in itself.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So I just want to create that same different type of culture, if that makes sense.
So you want to kind of keep it within like the spa feeling.
but it's full tattoos.
But you're still getting a great
it's not
tattoo.
it's not just fine lines, like cute little hearts or anything. It's an actual tattoo artist. She's
Okay.
moving here from Washington in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
Our piercers are already there, but I kind of want to bring that into China Spring as well.
Yeah.
I just don't know the legality of it yet. I haven't
Right.
looked into it. I
It's
don't
so
know
weird
if
in that
they'll
little
allow that.
space.
Yeah, I think there's something to do with certain amount of mileage from a school. I'm not sure.
Is your China Spring location technically still? Is it still the 08? Is it still Waco?
I believe so. It's at Saddle Creek.
Yeah, you might
It's
be.
the
Okay.
last suite in like that little medical strip.
Right.
So I don't really know.
You know, because if it's still the same as Waco, you might be good to go. But I love the idea of, like, there's some cool shops downtown as well. Like, don't get me wrong, but I understand some people maybe feeling intimidated going into them, and they can be very dark. And also, you know what I don't like is like having to wait until 2:00 in the afternoon. What if I have stuff going on? You know, a lot of times, unless you have an artist that you can make an appointment with, you're not getting in the shop until the afternoon.
Well, and we
That's
want
kind
it
of-
to be those normal hours.
Okay,
so
cool.
it's open from like 9. Our artists will stay till like 10 at night. But before, she was there all night long. Sometimes she said she left at 5 in the morning. And she just doesn't want that. I don't blame
No,
her.
I don't blame her.
But our China Spring, I wanted to create something for the locals. Yes, it's something new from the outside, but it was created for locals. So the staff there are all local.
Very cool. I like that a lot. So I love your story, not just the fact that you're this kick-ass business owner, which you are, and I hope you own that and feel that, but how you got here.
Oh, yeah.
I know. And we don't have to dig deep into all of that because I know that you're great about speaking on it and sharing your story. Do you want to touch on that a little bit? I know you're about to talk about it at the Unbound Gala, and you're going to go like full boat into everything.
So they have my video.
Yes.
I can't go too much into it right now because they're going to, do the video and I'm speaking at the event. But how I ended up in Waco was going to a year-long faith-based program for inner healing, which was through Antioch, and going through Unbound now for anti-trafficking. And now I'm on the board of advisors for Unbound now for human trafficking. I was trafficked.
I love that.
Yeah, I can't give too much detail, but I was a survivor of human trafficking from 18 to 23. So I spent about 5 years being trafficked.
Well, and even that 14 to 18 period of your life was also
it
rough
was
and
brutal.
I
grew up in a meth home, no food, electricity, or water. We bathe in the sink. Scrounge up 25 pennies so we can get an oatmeal pie during the summer, and we ate during school. Right. Or bathe in the sink at school. But so there's a lot there. I can't go. So I'm trying to figure out how to still give some of that without uncovering all the video too.
I think that just touching on the fact that huge survivor, you went through what people don't even want to talk about, right? That was your life.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't just you. It was you and your siblings and your kids. You have broken what is typically a generational curse.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
I believe that. I should be dead. Hands down, I should be dead. I actually thought of, cried out to God while I was overdosing. Because in that, and when you're trafficked and when you grow up the way you do, drugs are, it's a thing. You don't want to be here. Right. So I actually was a drug addict for many, many years. I shot up heroin. I did, I should be dead multiple times, but it was God. It was the grace of God in this community that is just, Waco saved my life. And I don't take that lightly, and I want to give back. I want to take care of everybody else. That's why it was so devastating to me at first. Right. Because trust is so big for me.
Oh, I can't even imagine how you trust people. Honestly.
And then I'm and I was laying in bed crying. I was like, Randa, get up, brush it off and go on. Like, what I've been through in the past didn't kill me. This isn't going to kill me.
Right.
Like, just keep doing you.
But it's like a different level of devastation, I think.
It is.
Because you've gotten to
Because
that.
I've worked so hard and so long for years.
And you're like around the people that you wouldn't expect it of. Like, not to be a jerk, but, you know, growing up in the house you grew up in. And then obviously, you know, meth heads aren't like really looking out for you.
Yeah. They don't think you need to eat. They're not hungry.
Right. Why would you be hungry?
I mean, right?
And wait, you're still there? Like, I feel like it's a different level of devastation because now you're accepted, you're in this community. It's people who are supposed to be looking out for you, that you can safely have kind of an expectation of that. And then they just like flipped.
Okay. This is
She's like, maybe not.
okay. I mean, I am not 100% innocent in this. I am just going to be very real.
A little bit of Tupac came out.
Yes. So I'm like, Lord, I need more of you and a little less of him because, like
maybe
I said,
they
when all
needed
that,
some Tupac.
well, when all that was happening, like when the rumors first started, when I first started hearing it,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to let God defend me. I know I'm not doing anything, right? Not a problem. And then I get a phone call from Allergan. And I was in the middle of training. So I had training that day. I ran out of talks. I reached out to somebody local. Okay. Again, I do not want to use his name because to me, I trusted him. He's reputable. And I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't know.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
So the whole how the counterfeit talks kind of ties in, right?
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, there's me and I'm like erasing, like typing up post, erasing it, typing up post, erasing it. I get a call from Allergan and they're like, you can't use the word Botox and you can't sell it for that much. I was like, what? It's like, this is my product. I bought it. You cannot tell me what I can or can't do. I'm like, I'm doing this as product. That's not what I'm charging my units for, right?
Right.
They're like, well, we can't find you. I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm thinking they're fake. I'm thinking it's the people. Like, so then my gangster
nice
comes
try.
out. Like, there was no holdback, right?
Okay.
So the inner gangster came out, and I said some few choice words that I definitely had to repent, and I had to call them later and repent.
Oh.
But I thought they were fake people.
Sure.
Because I was like, what do you mean? You can't find me. I'm like, I order Botox. I do this. Come to find out, fast forward. Oh, yeah, but they're like, you can't say the name, you can't do that. So I was like, fine, I'll just take pictures of the bottle and post that and let them see what it is, and I won't use the word.
There you go.
Right? I should have listened to Holy Spirit and my husband, but I didn't.
Oh, and my husband.
But I didn't. Instead, I just had our nurse rewrite it with better grammar. And then I was going to post it that way with the pictures I had just purchased, these 2 bottles from this guy, right? Well, and I took this post. I put the pictures on there, right? Fuel to the fire. I gave them their ammo.
Oh,
Next thing you know, one of my staff members like noticed something. I noticed that the bottle was a little off too, but I didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, they must be changing out stuff, right?
Sure, new label.
You know, I was like, that's strange, but okay, I trust this guy.
Okay.
Well, fast forward, one of my employees like, Randa, this looks like this, and this doesn't look right.
Oh,
you might want to look into it. And I was like, I did a bunch of research. I was like, there's no way. So I called Allergan and I had them confirm it, do the lot number. And in fact, it was counterfeit product.
Oh gosh. Okay,
yes.
that's how that, okay.
And a wave of it has been going around. And this is when all the videos and stuff like that for counterfeit Botox was coming out. And I was shocked. I was floored immediately.
No.
I turn it in, do the necessary steps, contact Allergan, contact the person I got it from, let them know. So I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt and trust them that he didn't know either.
Fair.
Right?
Yeah.
So I did a post. I made it public. I let everybody know. So that way there was nothing like, hey guys, this is. So I instantly corrected it.
Good.
But it was because of that, like, I'm going to prove a point. They can't call me and tell me anything. They got me into this, too. So it is my fault as well.
But then you found it.
I did.
Because if you hadn't done that.
Everybody, like, I did my part, but they took that and ran with it.
Of course.
But that's okay. So I found out that the reason why they couldn't find me is because we weren't registered under a med spa. our doctor at the time is a urologist. So when they set it up, it was set up under medical,
Okay.
not beauty, not any of that.
Okay.
So that's why
It
we
just was
couldn't get the alley
categorized wrong.
points at first and stuff. So they had to go and redo all of that.
Okay.
But I wouldn't have known this either if this stuff didn't happen.
So then it's kind of good you
I've
did the
spent-
post.
Well, and I
and took
spent
time to look at it.
thousands of dollars. I paid for a compliance officer to come audit me
Oh, wow.
to make sure, like, because it had me, like, I started wondering. I started
Sure.
questioning. And so
Like
I had us
everything.
audited. I did all these things, got better systems. So really,
Nice.
what was meant to be evil, God really kind of turned it for good. And
Mhm.
it definitely hurt us financially,
Yeah.
all the, backlash from that. But God has redeemed it. And
That's
now
awesome.
we know that we are 100%.
Right. So what could have been
So now
devastating
whatever
actually was
they
a blessing
can,
in disguise.
Yeah, do whatever they need to do. It was a blessing in disguise.
I just can't believe people are so, but whatever. It ended up working out in your favor.
And I still hope they make it. Like, I get
Oh.
it. I am not trying to price gouge. I am not trying to take their people. Like, I know it's hard out there right now,
Mhm.
and hurting people hurt people. And that's what I had to realize to start just forgiving and move on is all those people could have possibly been theirs. They might be struggling. They might
Maybe.
be hurting.
Right?
And I don't ever want to be that person.
Okay.
So it actually breaks my heart for them. And I do want them to make it. But if it doesn't stop, because it's past the point of bullying, it's defamation, it's slander. Like,
Ugh.
I don't want to have to go to a root to get legal help. But
Right.
it's like, at what point is enough enough?
Right. And at what point is turning a blind eye going to have a
Yeah,
negative effect on you?
exactly.
That's hard. But I mean, I would say just keep plugging away. Keep doing what
Yeah.
you're doing. Keep your head up. I think your business is growing for a reason. And I think that's the thing that frustrates me is because there's always enough business out there for
Oh, yeah.
everyone. There really is.
Our nurse says
So,
there's
come
enough
on.
wrinkles to go around.
Trust
I
me.
love my team. I have the best team. We play. We do all
Aw.
types of stuff. So it's amazing.
No, that's
And
awesome.
they're all genuine. They
Mhm.
all genuinely care about their patients. And they're not going to put their license on the line for anybody.
No. Well, and I think that's something that people forget about. Your RNs, like,
Yeah,
hi,
we
this
have-
is
like, we
their
have a
livelihood
couple
no matter
of-
what.
Yeah, we have a couple of nurse practitioners, a couple
Mhm.
of RNs, 3 estheticians. We had 2 medical directors. Like, none of those people are going to put their license on the line for me
Well, yeah.
to just use counterfeit product. That's insane.
Right? No, it's fine. I think that you guys are doing something innovative and people just don't know how to react to it. And when you're not sure what to do, ugly's easy.
Well, I'm really about to make them mad because I've been praying and asking God to give me a better creative idea because, the modeling thing, we just talked about all that. But
Right.
I was like, okay, Lord, how can I still honor protocol, honor the manufacturer saying that I have to charge a certain price
Mm-hmm.
and not hurt other businesses in the process? Well, Botox, Jeuveau, all of it, it has a very short shelf life.
Okay.
And we have to follow protocol. It will still work amazing. It's like when something first gets outdated, it's,
Sure.
it still could be good, but
like an
especially with
EpiPen.
especially with medications, they're
Mhm.
going to shorten it just to cover their
safe.
behind,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, if I have a half a bottle or 5 or 6 bottles that are already open because you use different products on different people, I don't want to throw it away.
Right. That's
So
hard.
I'm like, you know what? How about once a month instead of Model Monday and Tuesdays, I just do product dumping. I don't know how to call it. I'm going to have to come up with a fancy word because that sounded terrible. But I'm like, so instead of throwing it away, why not keep that and let them purchase? They will only have 2 days to be able to do that because I
Okay.
have to throw it away. I
You're
have
like,
to
"This
follow
is the date."
protocol.
Mhm.
And so I'm just going to randomly post, hey guys, this is the day. Come get your talks. Basically just give it away instead of throwing it away.
There you go.
And I'm not doing that to like stab or jab back, but what they're doing is forcing me to get creative.
Yeah.
And because I am not going to hurt the little man. I'm not going to be the person that jacks up the prices for everybody. Everybody is being hit with inflation all the same.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate, but it takes money to make money. Why not put that money to where it helps others?
Right. Or why not just take that energy to make posts and do something creative for your business instead of attacking
They're about
somebody
to
else?
make me do that. Okay,
What?
so I have somebody. I know I am not looking forward to it.
What?
Yeah. So we have somebody that we pay for like our SEOs, different things like that. And
Yes.
he's like, okay, Randa, we're at the point now. You have branded your company.
Mhm.
You have branded your work.
Yep.
Now it's time to brand you. And he's like, you got to have to take videos. And I was like, man, I thought Twitter was a dance at one time. Like,
Oh, gosh.
do not, like, I am not the, like,
This is
technical,
not your thing.
this is not me.
Yeah.
If you look at my posts, I don't ever do selfies, really. Like, it's just not me.
Right.
I'm a hands-on, like, let's figure this out, and I'll mess with you when I see you in person. So now I've been practicing my smile, and it just gets worse. Like,
What?
I can't look at this. When
Stop it
somebody
with your
tells,
eyes.
yes, when somebody tells me to smile for a picture,
Uh-huh.
it's like this weird Grinch with like
Well, don't
Like,
do that then.
I might have to pass gas or something.
No,
like
stop.
it is so bad.
Can't you get them to take pictures like while you're working or something?
Yeah, I
or
keep
while you're
telling
kind
them
of
that, but
distracted?
we all forget.
Oh, yeah.
We all
You get
forget.
used to it after a while. You just like,
But
it's
there-
just, it's a
people are-
weird part
yeah.
of business.
They're really gonna get to see like me.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah,
I think people see
will
you
mess
in
up
the med
words.
spa anyway.
Yeah, I will definitely mess up words. I somehow make up my own words. I mix two words together often.
Okay.
Like,
You're like, this is what it is.
I
Keep
know.
up.
I'm like, and if I offend you, please know it's not my heart. I am sorry, but I will definitely do it again, trying to
Trying
fix
to not
it.
to.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I've never been offended in there. I've been in there a few times.
Sweet.
But no, that's good. I think that I hope this is inspiring to people and they want to come and check out your locations. I'm stoked to find out some more about the
Absolutely.
tattoo stuff. Piercing in like a comfortable place also is super compelling.
I'm super excited.
You're just doing lots of very cool things, and sorry to the other people out there who are upset about it.
I think
Like,
we could all
there's
work
plenty
together.
of business. Yeah.
I
Right?
I seriously, okay. So how I started to learn all this stuff about, the different types of tox
Mhm.
and, learning, Javove is actually a Korean tox and like a lot of the best skincare products are Korean, all this stuff. I started looking into it because I was just so shocked at how much our cost is
Uh-huh.
and how it was just more than doubled. That's why everybody else's is getting so high. It's because our cost has more than doubled.
What? Okay.
Yeah, it's insane. So
It's
I
just
was
that
going to
roll-down
do
cost.
like Javove,
Yeah.
right? I have been looking into the best talks, doing research. I was going to actually get my own brand, but I was like, what the heck am I going to name this? I'm not going to name it Randa Talks. Who's going to buy that? Like, I'm going to wait and do more research, right?
Okay.
Because I narrowed it down to the best talks, and this is a lot of research in a long time,
Mhm.
and like us personally using it on each other and doing things,
Trying it
right?
out. Yeah.
And but then that part's easy, like
Okay.
getting our own product and doing that. It's the FDA part of it. That brings in way more money, and then come
Way.
to find out they set your price for you, so it defeats the purpose.
Oh,
Because I wanted to get my own tox and sell it to the med spas around
okay.
at our
At
original
your price.
Yes,
Sure.
I like the half price. I was like, why can't we just help each other out?
Right?
And it
Government
just,
got involved.
oh my gosh, and it's just not worth it. It's so crazy what you have to do to even
get it.
get it, and then it's taken out of your hands anyways.
What a
And they
pain.
determine the price, but it's all the same stuff. It's the same with filler. Filler is a hyaluronic acid with lidocaine and a binder.
That's it.
But FDA says you have to use this certain manufacturer instead of, like, for me, I'm like, okay, Botox. It's only FDA approved for your glabella, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's off-label when you do your forehead or your crow's feet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why can't we do the same with hyaluronic acid? Your body naturally produces and water binds to it, so you get your longevity,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And nope, you have to. So I was like, how is that any different if it's off label? If the
Yeah.
doctor can okay that? Nope.
That's interesting.
And yeah, so I've learned a lot about the FDA recently and stuff, but I wouldn't have known any of this if all this didn't.
That's funny. So it like threw you into this whole
It
world
did. It
of
threw
like,
me
what
into
about
it, and I'm
this?
glad I didn't invest the money that it would have taken to get my own tox, because I would have just been blocked with FDA anyways.
Ugh.
Yeah, so it really,
It's
really
weird that
helped
they
me
name
out.
the price. Like,
I know.
why?
I was shocked
How
at
is
that.
Where's, competition?
How is this not
and-
monopolized? Like,
Yeah. That's
but-
weird. You know what we haven't really talked about is what you do.
Oh yeah.
I'm like just kind of assuming people know what the med spa is. So let's finish it up by talking about the services you guys offer.
Okay, so we offer Botox, weight loss injections, filler, all the lasers, IV therapy,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of all the things, tattoo removal.
Mm-hmm. Lip flips,
Oh yeah, all of it.
all the things.
That's your tox.
What is it?
Lip flips, that's Botox. It's
Okay.
not filler.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, so you do like a lot of stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not just getting rid of the wrinkles.
Nope.
That's good to know.
I
And
know. I
tattoo
wanted to
removal.
start a podcast called Jesus and Botox,
Yeah.
or Botox and Jesus.
Do it.
I should, but I'd probably just start confessing all my stuff from years ago. And see, I told you, I was like, you can't give me time.
You're like, never mind. We can't talk about that. There's no time for that today. That's funny. And where can people find you? What's the best place to follow you? Are you on? I know that you're like tiptoeing towards the social media, but
We do have
where
all of that.
Yeah.
I'm just not the one that.
runs it.
Yeah, I don't do all the posts. I don't we have somebody that puts all the posts and stuff together.
Mm-hmm. Is
So
it at
it's-
the med spa?
It is. So originally, I mean, if you look up Green Eye Med Spa, it'll
still
redirect
pops
you
up.
there. But it's just the med spa. We named it that way because of China Spring in Waco. So when
Mhm.
somebody asks, "Hey, where'd you go?" "Oh, we went to the med spa in China Spring."
Yeah, I
or
like
the
that.
med spa in Waco, and it just helps. A
Yeah,
lot.
it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like naming a bar at the library.
And
Where you
Hidden
going?
Gems is the tattoo shop, and why we named it that, because we kept our original logo, because we want to keep our roots.
Okay,
We love Green Eye Associates. We love where we came from, and they will always be family,
nice.
period.
Okay,
So we kept our logo just
Okay.
so we can remember where we came from. And Green Eye Med Spa spells gems. Green Eye Med Spa.
oh yeah. Okay.
So we wanted to somehow have that play in it as well. So Hidden
Oh,
Gems,
that's cool. Okay.
it kind of plays back on where we came from.
Oh, I love that. That's really
Mhm.
neat. That's a lot of thought going into that.
I
That's
know.
fun.
And
Okay,
plus,
very cool.
You know, emerald green is my favorite color, if y'all
Is
can't
it
tell.
really? Well, I just thought that there was green everywhere because
No,
of you
it's
starting out at
definitely
Green Eye
my
Med Spa.
favorite. And I feel
That's
like
so
it goes with
fun.
every season.
Yeah, it can for sure.
Mhm.
It does.
And it
like
was
green.
part of Green Eye Med Spa.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, Green Eye Associates just switched one of their scrub colors to the same green. I'm happy about that. I mean, after I
Look
left,
at
but
that. But
you
there
know,
it is.
but they look beautiful.
How fun. Very cool. And then let's see. So they can follow you at the med spa. I guess that pretty much covers kind of your business and what you do.
Mhm.
And I will also link Unbound in case anybody feels like they'd like to
Yes.
make a donation. And
And if anybody is going through something similar or know somebody that is,
mhm.
please reach out to me.
Okay.
Like, I don't care what time it is. I do not care. I will come. Like, if you need me, I'm there.
Okay.
Like, you don't know who's truly being trafficked. They can be right next to you.
I think that's an important point, and I love Unbound's not in my city because most people kind of assume, oh,
Mhm.
that's not happening here, but it does happen here. And I can think off the top of my head, one of the most expensive homes I can think of in our area was a trafficking house.
Yes.
And so don't let level of wealth, don't let place in the city, like don't ever assume it's not happening right under your nose.
yeah, mine was a neighbor that did it to me.
Yeah, see, look at that. I mean,
And I actually worked with a young lady that was being trafficked.
did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you pick up on the
yes.
signs? And you're like,
Yes.
man,
I'm like, this isn't. It was me and another employee. But yeah, she was being trafficked.
good for you guys. I hope you're able to help her. But good. So if anybody is in a situation, they can reach out to you. and you will know. And that's
Absolutely.
absolutely judgment free.
They can come stay with me until we get it figured out. Like, I don't care.
Okay.
I do not care. I mean, like I said, I was a junkie at one point, prostitute for many years, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. Like, it takes community and it takes people fighting through your trauma, because you can be fine for months, and then when it hits, it hits. And just having people that are still in your corner is huge.
Okay. So you want to be that person now. You want to be in somebody's corner.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. And you're probably going to make a lot of progress. I think you're going to turn a lot of hearts on Thursday night. I'm really excited for you to speak at the gala. That's great.
Are you going to be there?
And courageous. I won't be there this year. Although I did tell Randa if she needs help, I'll volunteer. But no, not this year.
I was like, you could have been the person I have to stare at in the
I
audience so that I can
know.
get through it.
Maybe I'll be like, can I just stand there during Randa's speech? Thanks. But no, I think that it'll be good. It'll open doors for people.
Absolutely.
And we'll definitely link that in the show notes so people can connect with Unbound, connect with you, because what a story and what a way to come out on the other side of it. Again,
Nice.
you're a fighter and a survivor.
Yeah.
You're
And
just
I
coming
really
at
don't
it.
care what you name it if you want to name it that. Counterfeit Botox.
Counterfeit Botox.
Yeah.
That's what today's episode is. Very cool. All right. Is there anything we missed that you want people to know about the med spa?
No, but I'm sure I'll think about it on the way back to work.
Well, if you think of anything while you're driving back there, just let me know and I'll add it in.
Awesome.
But other than that, that is Randa Rice with the Med Spa, and this has been What's Up, Waco.
Do you have a topic you want to talk about? Do you have questions about Waco, the real estate market, how to sell your house, what to look for when you're buying a home? Send me an email, ericasellstexas@gmail.com. Shoot me a text, 254-447-0180. Happy to chat about it. Find me anywhere you listen to your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.